So Aspire's pumped out a new tank, and that tank is called the Cleito. And you know, I'm not trying to be dirty or anything. I'm a dude. It's just human nature to have dirty thoughts. But every time I say the word Cleito or think of the word Cleito, I'm not thinking of this tank, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking of something else. A little story for you. The other day I'm watching a movie with my wife, okay? And she decides to steal my Cleito. And I'm sitting there and she's puffing on that sucker. And I look over at her and I'm like, babe, you gonna give me my Cleito back or what? I'm like, what? I just said clit. I just, it slipped from the tongue, and she looked at me and she goes, you didn't. No. Yes, I did. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about Aspire's newest tank called the Cleito. It's a sub-ohm tank, and the coil head I have in here right now is the 0.2 ohm coil head. It comes with that. It comes with a 0.2, and it comes with a 0.4. Now, these coil heads are continuous, and you'll see what I'm talking about in the close-ups. What I mean by continuous is it's like a cartomizer. It's a modern-day cartomizer. It's one continuous shaft. But yeah, it's the 0.2 ohm. I got the airflow about a quarter of a way open all across the board, and right now I'm vaping at 55 watts. So you guys know the drill. Before I talk about the pros and the cons, we're going to go ahead and dive down. I'm going to show you this thing up close and personal. Then we're going to come back, talk about all that good stuff. I'll let you know where you can get one, and also let you know if I lost this sucker today, we're going to go out tomorrow and buy one. So here's the packaging for this Aspire Cleito tank, okay? It comes in this elongated plastic box. Up top, you got your Cleito tank. Down below, inside here, you get your extra goodies. And then on the back of this box, it's got some more information about this tank, what it does, where it came from, what it comes with, and all that good stuff. Open her up, and then inside, we got our tank up top, obviously, and then you pop this open. And like I mentioned before, you got your extra goodies. You got an extra continuous coil head, an extra Pyrex tank, and a set of colored cuffs. And if you look inside here, you get all your instructions, how to disassemble it, how to assemble it, how to fill her up. Oh yeah. And here she is, boys and girls, a close-up view of this Aspire Cleito tank. Okay, a few specs for you. She's 52.7 millimeters in height. She's 22 millimeters in width. She's primarily made of 304 grade stainless steel. Up top, you got a wide-bore Delrin drip tip. In the middle, you got a Pyrex tank. She holds 3.5 mils of juice. And down here, here's your adjustable airflow. You got 3 slots. 1, 2, and then 3. Each slot is 9mm by 2mm, and whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the same all across the board. And the adjustable airflow ring is super easy. It's the perfect amount of restrictiveness. At the base, you get your 510 threads, which are smooth, smooth, smooth. You also have a non-adjustable gold-plated 510 pin. And at the base, it says Cleito, designed and manufactured by E-Gate, or I-Gate. Yeah, I-Gate. So here's the wide-bore Delrin drip tip that comes with this tank. Now you got a bevel up here at the top, and the bore is about 9mm bore all the way through, and she's about 12mm in length. And here's the top of this tank, okay? It's single O-ringed up here, and what happens is this Delrin drip tip, it slides over this like so, and that's how it works. But yeah, like I said, you can use your standard 510 drip tips. You gotta pop this drip tip off and then pop your standard 510 drip tips in here. The only thing is, if you're going to use your standard 510 drip tips, you're going to have to see this O-ring. For me, I just prefer using the Delrin drip tip that comes with it. I think it's cleaner looking and it fits better. It's comfortable. And like I mentioned, this thing comes with a set of colored cuffs and also an Aspire band. Let me go ahead and show you how it works, okay? Each cuff works this way. It fits over the top just like so. Voila. Oh yeah. Ski zoink. Yeah, buddy. Here's the inside of the top cap. Got the padded O-ring in there. Tank comes out. Here's your continuous coil head. She unscrews from the base. There's the inside of the base. And threads on this device are smooth, man. No squeakiness, no nothing. Just, it's just buttery. Alrighty, so here are the continuous coil heads that come with this tank. You get a 0.2 and a 0.4. The 0.4 recommended vape is 40 to 60 watts. The 0.2 is 55 to 70 watts. Now, I call them continuous coil heads because there's no break. It's one continuous shaft all the way up. And for each head, you got 3 feed slots. 1, 2, and then 3. That's for the 0.2. For the 0.4, same thing. 1, 2, 3. And both continuous coil heads use organic cotton as the wicking. So in length from the bottom of the threads up for both continuous coil heads, I measured them to be about 33mm. And that's what it looks like from the top down. It uses vertical, macro, super macro coils, but the bore of the continuous coil head is massive, man. It's about 8mm, 8mm bore. And like I mentioned, these things use Clapton coils. So I just pulled this Clapton coil out for the 0.2 ohm head, and this is what she looks like. And you got the cotton pads, one right here, one's inside there, and these cotton pads, organic cotton pads, wrap around the Clapton coil. Obviously, this Clapton coil is destroyed, as you guys can see, but look at her. She's a beaut. So here's the 0.4 ohm continuous coil head. I've already been using this for well over a week now, and let's just say I have not primed the cotton up. What you want to do, if the organic cotton in here is dry, completely dry, had never been used, what I like to do is go in, put 4 to 5 drops max in there, and I do a drop, turn it, a drop, turn it, a drop, turn it, a drop, turn it. You get the idea. That's all I put in there. Screw it into the base. Here are those threads, man. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Make sure she's tight. You want to make sure you grip this area right here and not this, because it's just going to spin, okay? Tank slides over. And this is a top filling system, by the way. Stick your dropper or bottle tip in between the shaft and the tank section and just fill her up. And today the juice that we're going to be using is this Bolo Magic. Tastes kind of like Apple Jacks, but better in my opinion. Oh yeah, but before you fill it, you want to make sure you close that airflow off. Top cap pops back on there. Listen how smooth those threads are. Oh, very impressed with the price of this sucker. Open that airflow back up. So that right there is a close-up view of this Aspire Cleito. Let's go ahead and take her back to FaceTime. Pro number 1, price point. Okay, I'm seeing this thing sell online about 25 bucks. And 25 bones for a tank like this, that's inexpensive, man. Some of the smoothest threads that I've seen in a while on a sub-ohm tank. You guys saw in the close-ups, you didn't even hear them screech. It was just felt smooth as butter. No scratches, no burrs. Each coil head's lasted me a week. And that's vaping each coil head for 4 to 5 hours a day for a week straight. You know, I really like the wide bore downward drip tip that comes with this tank. I think it's comfortable, or if you don't think it's comfortable, you could take that off and use your standard 510 drip tips. And as you guys saw in the close-ups, this thing is super easy to fill. It's a top filling system. I've only had this thing leak once on me, and it was because I over primed the coil head. I put more than 4 to 5 drops in, and if you do that, if you put more than 4 to 5 drops in the coil head, it's going to leak a little bit. But other than that, no leaking issues. And back to the coil heads, I'm not getting any spit back from these coil heads whatsoever. Never have. Airflow, 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 man. You get so much airflow with this device. The adjustable airflow, the ring is the perfect amount of restrictiveness. The fact that the Cleito comes with an extra Pyrex tank is a big pro in my book. If you break one, you got another one to go to. And last but not least, this tank is fit on all my mods, been compatible, screwed down, made a connection, set flush. Now the cons, and there are 2 of them. One of them subjective. Okay, the first one is this thing does not come with an RBA section. And the second con, this tank does not come with a temperature control head, nickel, Ni200, titanium, or stainless steel for the temperature vapors. You know, that's a con to me. I'm a temperature vapor. I like to vape in temperature mode, and I know there's a lot of other vapors out there that like to do the same thing. So Aspire, include one in the future. Like I mentioned before, the shop that sent this bad boy to me to review for you guys is selling over 25 bones. In the description, I'll have a link to where you can find this sucker. Now on to the big question, the big answer today. I'm going to go ahead and skip all the mumbo jumbo. Hell yeah, I'd buy it. 25 bucks for this, for what you get, the quality of the tank, it's exceptional, phenomenal. But Aspire, you include a temperature coil head, nickel, titanium, stainless steel, and an RBA option at least, and it'll be even better. This is RiP Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.